Hi, hello, good afternoon. It is Friday. It has been absolutely bedlam. Usually on a Friday, I would go to the local community centre to do drama with my little boy. But I've had a friend who is currently moving house, and they have basically needed as much support as possible from people to help them achieve this. Not only that, they don't want all of their stuff to end up at landfill. So tomorrow, I am looking at doing some videos about reducing, reusing, and recycling household goods. Now, obviously, one of the main issues a lot of people tend to have is they buy an item, but how easy is it to get through the front door? Now, when I brought my desk, it was an absolute nightmare to get in. I ended up having to take it around the back of the house and bring it in through the back door because it was a much more straighter angle. Now, we shall see how easy it is to remove and transport items tomorrow. This was one of the main reasons why I did like IKEA furniture, and a lot of people enjoyed IKEA furniture because it was flat packed, which meant you could buy it, you could put it up in your home, and then when you didn't want it anymore, you'd just break it up or unscrew it, and it could be removed with ease. Now, with a lot of old furniture, vintage furniture, a lot of that is made of a more higher quality wood. It's a lot more heavier. It's a lot more durable. So it isn't necessarily easier not only to move, but to also dismantle. And then again with sofas. So it's not just about, designers out there thinking about, hey, if we're going to design a piece of furniture, what are we designing it for? Who is our market? Are we going to have something that's going to last the sands of time? Or are we going to have something that can be easily disposed of when no longer needed? So tomorrow we will make a decision as to how we are going to reduce and reuse and recycle some products. Now, alternatively, yes, on occasions, charity shops will take certain objects and certain household goods. But even they have become a little bit more frugal and a little bit more strict on what they will and will not accept from people, which again explains why a lot of people do tend to fly tip. Because it's not as easy as it used to be to even drop things off at your local skip. And if you haven't got a car, then you're not going to be able to do that anyway, because apparently you can no longer take a van to the tip. I don't know how true that is, but that was just something that I was told recently by somebody that went there. So, yes, unfortunately, a lot of stuff gets thrown out. And a lot of stuff gets discarded. And so I don't think that it's also down to the manufacturer to think about, what is going to happen with this product when it's no longer needed or has its end of life. But it should also be the responsibility of the customer or the consumer to say, okay, I don't want this furniture anymore. Realistically, what am I going to do with it? And 9 times out of 10, unfortunately, it ends up being fly tipped or just basically discarded, which seems to be the case with a lot of furniture in and around Nuneaton, where I live. And a lot of the times, if it doesn't rain, you can be quite lucky because people will literally put a sign on their products and say free to a good home. So providing that item is still in good and workable condition, there's nothing stopping people from picking it up and taking it, especially when it's just been left on the footpath. But then realistically, when it comes to other more heavy duty type items such as furniture, sofas, beds, etc., people are a little bit more reluctant to take those sorts of things due to hygiene reasons. But at the same time, there is so much potential and things that can be done with these products that it is a shame just to sort of see them be sort of so easily discarded and, like I said, just being fly tipped in the street and just being left to go to rack and ruin. Because the majority of the time, most things that anything is made from can be potentially reduced, reused, recycled, and upcycled. So I shall talk a little bit more about that tomorrow, and fingers crossed we'll have the weather with us, because the last thing I want to be doing is moving furniture in the rain. So thank you.